Well, Election Day now just 1 week away. Are you making plans to get out and vote? Surprising number of us apparently not, especially young voters. Tonight we're looking at why. Bree and Hurlbert is hosting our special election coverage at the University of Calgary. And Bree, based on voter turnout in recent elections, it's a tough sell.
Yeah, absolutely, Gord. Young people just are not getting out to vote. And really, the numbers do say it all. In the last federal election, only 4 out of 10 people between the ages of 18 and 35 got out to vote. That number goes up a bit when you hit 6 out of 10 people aged 35 to 44. And then the people most likely to vote are over 45 years old. So why don't young people vote? Well, that's something that we're going to take a look at. And we're also going to hear from some people who are determined to change that trend.
You don't vote?
No.
Why?
Because I don't pay enough detail or attention into it.
I think it's really important for everybody to kind of voice their opinions and make their choices because, I mean, every little bit can help to get your party to win.
I don't know. I'm just not really interested.
Nothing, the issues, the leaders, the parties?
Yeah, but then I don't know enough about them to actually vote for one of them.
So a few interesting comments there from some U of C students on whether or not they're going to get out and vote. We talked about the stats a little bit earlier. Only 4 out of 10 people between the ages of 18 and 35 are expected to go and get out and vote. So how can that be changed? How can we get young people to get to the polls? Well, David Boushy now on a couple of campaigns that are aimed at trying to persuade young people that their vote can make a difference.
And don't be embarrassed if you've never voted before. I didn't even start voting until about a year ago.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Didn't?
I'm 27 years old.
Oh my God.
And I just started voting last year, but I'm really happy that I did.
Candace Knitsky and her colleagues at X92.9 are urging young people to follow her lead.
Go and figure out what the parties are about, what they represent, and then figure out what you want, and what kind of a government you want in this country, and then go vote.
I strongly advocate that too. Find out what's important to you. It might be taxes, it might be childcare, it might be education, healthcare, whatever it is.
And to make it easy for their young audience, the station has set up JustVoteDammit.com. It's voting 101 with links to Elections Canada and the political parties.
We've actually got a lot of people calling in who are in their mid-20s who are sheepishly admitting that, I've never voted before, and it's sort of a fear or a lack of knowledge or laziness. It's pick your reason, but there's a lot of them.
Basically, we have the problem of a dropout culture.
Political analyst David Terrace says one reason for that could be that young people are so wrapped up in the digital world that little else matters.
They don't watch news, they don't read newspapers, they don't follow public events, they don't volunteer, and they don't vote. And, it's hard to know why.
The creators of another new website, whyvote.org, says young people will vote if they're motivated.
I mean, even on Canadian Idol. I mean, if you're getting youth to vote there, why not use what we're doing on Canadian Idol and get that working for us during the federal election? We encourage people to get out there and vote. We want to turn voting into a habit.
There have been suggestions more young people would vote if we made it easier for them. For example, by utilizing technology to make voting more convenient.
It doesn't really make any sense to me why we can't vote electronically, and where you can vote at any polling station rather than one designated one.
And Leo Wong believes the way to reach young voters is by tapping into their digital networks, like this video aimed at America's YouTube generation.
Please, just don't vote. Don't vote. Don't vote. Don't vote.
No, seriously, don't.
Who cares about global warming and the fact that our polar ice caps are melting? Do not vote.
David Boushy, Global News.
Now, on top of that, there are also some national campaigns to try to get people to get out and vote. One of them is called Apathy is Boring. It's sponsored by the federal government. But do campaigns like this actually work? The former CEO of Encana, Gwen Morgan, summed it up pretty good. He said it is a complete waste of time trying to convince people to get out to cast a ballot if they're not informed about the issue. So, having said that, let's get you up to speed on what happened on the campaign trail today.